Hey, good afternoon, y'all. Just getting on here for a minute. Uh, I need y'all to please watch the video beneath this. The one that I just reposted again about that Joe Rogan did with Don Lemon in it. As I was praying, this was brought back to me again. I posted it last year at the Charlie Kirk's funeral. And I hope that y'all, I don't know how to do it, can find that whole clip on there and that he hadn't taken it down. Because in the whole clip when he was speaking, he was basically saying that he had to leave from up out of there because he felt that the people was bombarding or knocking at the door of heaven. You know what I mean? Ain't the way he said it, but he used the word. They was bombarding. Like it means that they was there seeking heaven and trying to get heaven's permission about certain things and having heaven to move down here on earth. So that made him have to leave up out of there because, he couldn't take it. That tells you the kind of spirit that's there present in him and in a lot of people in the community. Not all of them, because some of them, you know what I mean, they know. And they be trying to seek the Lord and get it right. And, I ain't saying this to be foul or nasty or nothing, but, like I said, I was glad when my cousin and them called me last week and asked me did I want to go feed the homeless because they had some food, because what I was fighting with that day was so heavy up on me, and the grief that I was feeling in my soul from what I was seeing in this, that Tiffany Montgomery happened with her with the date and what she was taking the preaching on, and this warning that Joshua Gill was giving them what he was preaching on, and that what happened with Prophet Brian Kern, and that what Pastor Michael Phillip Anthony was preaching on. All of it just, was there, and I was feeling it. I was feeling the thickness of it, the warning of it, the love of God too, and all, and it was just weighing down on me. So when I got out there and I got about, and, was taking and feeding the people. And then a little accident happened with the guy at the store. But seeing the people that was out there in the street that was in the worst predicament that I was in, but knowing that God loved them. Because he saved me to be able to take and go out there and to feed them and try to minister to them. So I know that he loved them. But anyway, to make a long story short, we need to take and pay attention. God giving us all the signs that we need, that the church is all the way out of order, and that the spirit, that particular spirit, it knows. It knows, y'all. And I'm hoping that I can take and do these next 11 parts in the right way, but we need to take and pay attention to this. We need to take and pay attention to this, y'all. And for them to take and do that, to take and go into a church, why? Why? Then for him to say what he said, that's letting y'all know. That's letting y'all know how that spirit operates. Why the church? Why? And it was also a warning to the church, because one of the things when I went back to pray to God again, one of the last from the second from the last thing that I got reminded about was Jeremiah chapter 7. And it constantly been having me in there. But anyway, just pay attention. Watch the video below this. And then watch what I did last night. Then pay attention to the videos I did on Prophet Brian Kern. One video that I did on it. Because like I said, I really like him. And I'm hoping that he turned his heart back to God. Because he got that word in him. And he's called to do that. But he didn't get caught up in the worldly things that God already said we can have. And that said in my soul that we had to do that video. But all those are signs. And that was Zoran Mondani is the biggest. And I want to take and apologize. Is a guy that's a jeweler, Rex. He be doing the things on the jewelry and whatnot. And he had, I can't think of his name. He just had this big old incident where one of the other jewelers had took and scammed one of his people and used his name. I can't think of his name, but he's in New York. He's a jeweler, and he made a piece for Busta Rhymes, and it was a dragon. And I took and post on there that evil. I just use one word, evil, because I know that this dragon represents pride, and that I've been seeing the dragon in New York for all those years. But the way that I did that was wrong. You know, that's his job. That's what he do. He make jewel. He make certain pieces. He took and he made that for Busta Rhymes. But it spoke to me that it was evil, you know, because it's like an idol. You know, and then for it to be a dragon and God be revealing to me what he revealed to me all those years about New York and New Jersey and the dragon going down the tunnel backing up. But anyway, I commented, and I comment where I was explaining why I said what I said. And I really like the brother, you know, because I see he be out there giving gold and silver away, you know, giving money to the homeless and all kinds of stuff. He's a giver. And I know when you see that a person is a giver like that, that's God. God working through them, because God is a giver. So I want to apologize for that, for saying it, just using that word evil and not explaining why. You know, because I see the other good things that the brother is doing. So forgive me, my brother, I was wrong. But anyway, please, y'all, watch that video up on it and just pay attention to the other stuff that I'm getting ready to start pointing to and revealing, and see how it points right back to Genesis 19 and other stuff. Please pay attention to that, you know. And like I said, you know, take and share, and just, you know, all these signs is here, y'all. Please, please.